Namaste, everyone. So, as you all know, in few days we are starting a very special sacred period known as Devi Paksha, the fortnight of the goddess, out of which especially the first 9 nights are incredibly auspicious, and they're called Navaratri, the 9 nights during which we are celebrating her, connecting with her, and also trying to transform ourselves, because we actually celebrate during these 9 nights goddess in her powerful aspects, in her powerful forms, in which she actually helps us to protect us from the external, difficulties and internal ones as well. He helps us to notice the inner demon within us and to transform ourselves too. So it's an incredibly potent and powerful period to help us transform literally anything within us, whatever type of difficulty you might be experiencing right now in your life. The Divine Mother can help you to overcome that if you connect with her, because she will teach you during this period also what deeper life lesson hides behind that. It is traditional during these 9 nights to recite and contemplate upon different chapters of the story of Divine Mother, which is called Devi Mahatmya, the great story of the goddess, part of Markandeya Purana. And Devi Mahatmya is really, really special because this is one of the very few remedies for most of the problems that we experience in life that are actually mentioned in Parashara Horashastra, a Bible of Vedic astrology. Anytime when we face any type of problem, issue, need to transform something within ourselves, need to find this strength, courage, and willpower which Divine Mother represents, Sage Parashara is recommending, do read Devi Mahatmya, but don't just read it, contemplate upon it, understand it, because there is a deeper meaning behind any of those stories. Devi Mahatmya has 3 parts actually. The first part is dedicated to Goddess Mahakali. It's the first chapter dedicated to Goddess in her grand aspect as Mahakali. In yogic science, it is believed that Goddess Mahakali resides in our Muladhara chakra, actually, in our root chakra, and she helps us to transcend the guna of tamas within us. All the, fears, survival instincts, and animalistic qualities that are present inside. Also, this inert state that we may sometimes find ourselves in. Then the next 3 chapters are dedicated to Goddess Mahalakshmi, the grand 18-handed aspect of Goddess Lakshmi. And it is believed that in our energy body, Goddess in that form is seated in our heart chakra. And she actually helps us to transform the guna of rajas within us, out of which all the passions and desires, anger, frustration, taking things personally, etc. are born. And finally, the last and longest part of Devi Mahatmya praises the goddess as Mahasarasvati, the great giver of higher wisdom, who is seated in between our eyebrows in our 3rd eye chakra. Goddess in that form helps us to transcend our attachment to sattva guna. We all like when our life is just very peaceful, very happy, etc. We get attached to those things very easily as well. Goddess in that form helps us to also learn that, in life there is a place for everything. And if we allow ourselves to be too attached to those things that are just pleasant to us, then very easily our consciousness can also devolve, into those lower gunas, into those lower qualities. So throughout these 9 nights of Navaratri, traditionally we recite Devi Mahatmya, we contemplate upon it, we meditate on Goddess in those different forms. So she helps us also to transform ourselves and our karma. Which is why on this particular Navaratri, I wanted to do something very special with all of you, to do reciting of Devi Mahatmya reading it, contemplating about its deeper meaning, and meditating with Goddess in her different forms throughout the 9 nights. So for the 9 nights of Navaratri, every day we will be meeting on a live session at 6 p.m. Mauritius time. So this is starting already on 26 October and is going to last all the way until 4th October. Every night we'll meet at this time. If you cannot make it at that time, that's also fine. Recording will be provided immediately after each session so you can catch up and connect with her. This is something that I would especially recommend, to those of you who experience any form of difficulties right now in your life. If you feel you need some change, simply speaking, if you feel you need some transformation, because it is believed that when we contemplate on this sacred story, which is almost like a metaphorical description of this psychological battle that we all need to go through, all those demons, all these 3 gunas that are constantly tormenting us, you could say, from within, we are learning through those stories how to understand them better. We are kind of externalizing those inner processes by contemplating on it in a metaphorical way. And this type of storytelling always had a very profound impact on psychology of so many cultures, because it truly helps us to, look at those very things that we have inside of us, those forces that sabotage our progress and evolution in a little more detached way, which automatically grants us more wisdom. And sometimes this automatically unlocks within us a possibility to move forward, to understand ourselves better. So Devi Mahatmya, due to that, was also known as one of the best Vedic astrology remedies for almost anything. And if you feel you need a change right now, you need to transform something within yourself, do join us on this workshop. You can also later, you will be able to purchase a replay of that as well, because I do realize that everyone at a little different stage of our life may need that as a remedy. This is also my intention behind creating these workshops. So whenever anybody would need that, whenever anybody would need okay, it's the right time for me to contemplate on this story, transform myself and understand myself better, you can connect with Divine Mother. So if you can make it live during this particular sacred period of Navaratri, I welcome you. You can find all the links below and you can still sign up. So hopefully see you later in a few days. Namaste.